88.5 Sofa FM. It's now 10 a.m. in Sofa St. Lucia and, of course, the Eastern Caribbean. It's a pleasure to be here today inside of House Gates, where it's going to be very, very exciting. We have a raffle taking place today, of course. And not forgetting, let me just say who's in the house. Mr. Wayne Prospere, the coach for the Soufriere Kings basketball team. It's a pleasure, coach, to welcome you to the program. How are you feeling today?
I'm feeling quite satisfied, to be honest, and rejuvenated to be in the presence of Miss Announcer. But thank you for having us here. Thank you for you give us the opportunity to share our experience and to showcase what we learned and share it with the community at large. Thank you again.
Okay, thank you for that as well. For the listeners who may not know much about you, could you briefly share, your background in terms of not just coaching, but even the basketball as a whole?
Well, I have represented Soufriere in the basketball level from 2004, playing school basketball. I was introduced to the sport thanks to the now principal, Mr. Zyle Williams, and Mr. Docus Prospere, who had the program going on at the time. I was I was tagging along with my friends, guys like Linzel, who is actually on the team right now, but coach, not the coach, but some of the senior players. Um, Basketball has always been something that I loved through my mother. My mother used to bring me to the court as a young man to watch basketball, and basketball was a big thing with teams like Licks and Court Boys and um, guys like Ricky. They fancy playing. It was just exciting to me. My family always liked playing. Many people don't know, but my brother actually played basketball as well. So it is a all-round sport thing. My father loved it. So when you're in the house, it's sports alone.
It's a basketball family.
Yeah, not basketball alone. It's just cricket, basketball, everything. You have to participate in everything as a young man growing up.
Definitely, and with that, that makes you an all-rounder as well, right?
Yeah, I could say that we learn a bit of everything. I think the motto of the family was jack of all trade, master of none. But the experience in everything, if you're more diverse in every field and you have knowledge in everything, if something failed, you could just choose what path you want to do. So that's not just in sports, but in everything. My mother was the one pushing with the education, and my father was like, "You'll have to stay fit and healthy, eat properly, nutrition wise." Yeah.
I bet they're still encouraging you to stay fit.
Oh yeah, my family is the first who would remind me or be the biggest critic and tell me, "Boy, you're gaining weight," and then when you get it from the family, different than when you get it from somebody just walking in the crowd. Yeah.
Now that you've shared a little on that family and the basketball, how it really started and so forth, tell us a little about the Soufriere Kings. I mean, how the team really came together and what makes that group special. I mean, the Kings.
Well, the Kings, to be honest, it was a program brought forth by Mr. Alsey, Mr. Lindsay Alsey, who he wanted to not only keep the knowledge of basketball to itself, because we as a whole think that basketball is not just only a sport. It teaches the children discipline. It teaches you how to deal with certain characters. It teaches you how to stay create a family outside of your family. That's always been, because even now, up to now, our group would still be one would like bring each other home to each other's mother. We call each other mother. So it's a family. We try and keep it, because sometimes you cannot tell your immediate family something, but you could speak to somebody at your age. So he thought that we had that. So he brought it out. He had a program after school, and then some of the guys came through. There are others that were already interested in the sport. Guys that were always, well, they just love the interest in it. Is just, I must say, they have a lot of excitement around the sport in the community. So we just saw the opportunity to just nurture the youth and the energy, project it in the right direction.
Nice. Let's get to the nitty gritty. Understanding the team just returned from Martinique. You mind sharing with us in terms of the journey, the recently concluded match, which of course I can still say congratulations, though you all did not emerge victorious, but the points were pretty close that you all are still winners.
Yeah, the matches were close, but what actually happened is that we got the opportunity due to the fact that we are back-to-back champs locally. So last year we won in a three match series against the same team, which we won 2-0, and the same thing this year. So last year we were in Dominica, and this year the Creole. The name of the tournament is the Creole Basketball Tournament, which Creole speaking um, um, islands or community countries participate. We have teams like Dominica, Golden Lions from Martinique, Golden Stars from Martinique, and we have others from different, like the Haiti and Guadeloupe. So that was taking the Haiti, Guadeloupe, and Dominica matches were playing in Dominica, and we got the chance to take on the two Martinique teams. Um, I always say it's every time you play, it's an opportunity to learn something, and we pay more attention when I don't want to say lose, but you pay more attention when you don't get the result that you want. So it's development. I think the first due to certain things like minor things that we didn't come out victorious. I think when you look at the game, you'd say we were victorious because even the owners and the co-founders of the tournaments were saying that we were pretty good and they were satisfied and it was edge. It was everybody was on the edge of the seat. And we came back from like 20-point leads to bring the game to losing to one. So in the end, it's just minor things. Even me as a coach, that's my first time actually being a coach for the team. I was actually on board to be a player, but I sacrificed myself because some our coaches couldn't make it. So since I had the knowledge of the team and the game, I chose to forego my opportunity to play. And but I got a lot of help, to be honest. I got a lot of help from the players who were participating, who had a lot of knowledge and they wanted to share. With me, it's not an autocratic type of style. I like people involved, so get the feedback. But it was a learning experience, I must say. We've learned a lot. I hope that the guys, the players, they learned a lot as well as our manager, Michelle McKetney, who was on board with us. And I think we will continue in from there to make progress.
Okay. Would you actually say, coming out of that tournament, basically, that you guys are better prepared to face the next battle head on?
Definitely, I think to be honest, with that type of experience, it just makes you hungry. And with the facilities we got exposed to, the treatment, you were basically VIPs on the island, police escort. So it gave guys the opportunity to say, well, basketball is just more than a sport. It's just not. They could make it a profession because that's what the guys are. They actually semi-pros. The teams that we took on, they were even looking at contracting players from our island on our team to participate in their tournaments when they play in leagues. So some guys saw it as a career path. Some look at it as more than just a sport. So I think mentally it made a big progress. Hit a big milestone for a lot of us. And physically, I think the fact that we participate with guys that already semi-pro, you look at it like, oh yeah, we could do it. We could, yeah. It's motivation for more, hunger for more.
You almost hit the nail a little. As a coach, I just want to hear your perspective in terms of, um, will, or do you think the team was actually prepared mentally?
To be honest, I don't think all of us were prepared mentally. I think some were. I think that's one aspect in the game we not focus on, but it's very important. I could remember playing cricket, and one of our icons at the point, we were going to Sandals Cricket Academy, and it was Jeffrey Dujour who said that sports is 95% physical, 95% mental, and 5% physical. Sorry. He was always enthusiastic about the fact that you should learn the game and learn how to play the game before you actually learn the rules of the game before you actually play it. Be prepared mentally. And that's a big aspect. If you're not mentally, mentally fit, it plays a big. You could see the difference. You could see the results being different. How to take a loss, because a lot of people don't know how to take
It's true.
losses, learning experiences. So basically, I think we grow from there. I think it's a, like you said, it's a stepping stone in the right direction. Take all the details that we need to make progress.
Bearing in mind basketball and the trend, what we see really happening, not just in Soufriere, but island wide, do you really believe, that it can transcend to, youth positivity in the community?
Oh yeah, it's not only basketball. I think sports as a whole, sports is being looked as a hobby. I think we should, on island, we should just refocus on that. I think sports is much more than just sport. You could just look at the progress that Julian Alfred is making. To be honest, and the the rearrangement of the business aspect of it. She being an ambassador for St. Lucia. See everybody now probably Googling where St. Lucia was after her medal. And I've met a lot of persons on island based on tourist wise, looking at came here to the fact that they saw Julian Alfred winning and they were curious about the island. So I think we're going to get exposed to a lot of scouting because we have athletes on air, and it's always been uh, a goal of the St. Lucia Federation, Basketball Federation. We actually had a big star here earlier. His name is Bam Atabaya. He's a player from the Miami Heats. But most of them get exposed to the north. But that's what we're trying to do. We're trying to have it centered more, a location where everybody could be exposed and to this type of training and this type of experience from NBA players and regional legends.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Coming out of that, so how did the players adjust, to competing in a different environment and not forgetting the culture as well?
Oh yeah. It was a little bit challenging because not all of us spoke Creole, and
Tell me about it.
we had some inclusions because we we had some guys from we had two guys from Castries, but one spoke French actually, and one didn't speak any French or Creole. So it was a little task, and but most of our local players they could at least understand the language. So I find the French people were very diverse as well. They knew the language, the English language as well. So we got to a place where we could exchange and communicate. And I think to be honest, we got a bit of a home treatment, like a family welcoming, a homecoming. Even on the court, on and off the court, we were welcomed with, yeah.
What were some of the biggest takeaways or lessons from that exposure?
Um, I think one is mental fitness is a big aspect. Biggest takeaways. To be honest, I think learning to adapt quickly and preparation is key. You have to know where you're going, who you're playing, because we were trying to do the research, but we didn't get any footage on the other teams online. I think preparation is key. Um, just learning to respect authority and basically being exposed and just not dimming your light in terms of you have the talent already. It's not just because you in another country and another a new facility that you have to go into your shadow and not play your game. Yeah, but I think we learn a lot. I think the adjustment at the end, you could have tell that the guys grew because we had um, critics and positive sessions at the end. We didn't have much training due to the fact that the tournament was short and the facility was a little far from where we were, so we couldn't train. But I think that for what we had, we did a very good job.
Okay, could you speak to us about, was there any point on and off the court where you or the team felt any sort of intimidation?
Oh, I don't think so. I think most of the guys, they with basketball, you get a little sense of confidence. It's a place where you express your talent. So it's not. Yeah, probably at the start you might be a little shy, and then but when you start playing the game, you just express what you know. And most of the guys, they're quite confident due to the fact that some of them already play free and free basketball other islands. Some of them probably play Windward Island already, and the exposure is one that where they love the opportunity to show the talent. It doesn't matter who that in the crowd. They're ready to go when they call.
Okay. So for FM, 60 minutes after the hour of 10 a.m. in Surface and Lucia, and of course the Eastern Caribbean. If you're just joining us, say good morning to you, Mr. Wayne Prospere, the coach for the Soufriere Kings basketball team. As an individual, being a coach and also being a player, if you were to pick, what would be the first for you?
It's always the player for me because I like to be in it. I think I don't reach I don't be the sense of maturity yet to be um coaching the team. I would have loved to have the likes of Mr. Dorcas and Miss Officer Dennis to be around to be to be present and play that role as a coach. But I see it as a future. In the future, it's one like I can't run away from the sport. It's something I love to do. At least be a manager or a coach in any aspect of sport. Probably multiple. Because but it's definitely player. I like to be hands-on for now. I learning how to delegate.
Nice. Can you share some of the interest of the team as we speak?
Oh, right now we're just looking at basically training doing. We have the mistakes and plays we would love to learn because in basketball, if you don't prepare properly, you're going to be exposed. And the other teams, trust me, the coaching programs are on another level. I actually got some numbers from some other coaches that the two other teams we played. So we're keeping in touch and they're actually interested in some of our players. So we're networking. So we're just trying to do what we can. I trying to prepare our players to reach their level. And because it's one to be skilled and it's different when you're not coachable. If you're not coachable, you have to make a big adjustment. And in our type of sport here in St. Lucia, it's hard because most of us never been introduced to coaching. We play the game, we learn hands-on, but it's different when somebody coaches you. Yeah, so we have to try and change that mindset, like you said, mentor.
And what else is up for the season?
Well, right now we have four guys participating in the free and free training. The likes of Clayton William, Sydney Didier, Jay Z, Salty Bus, and also Kimani Charles. So right now they're in the training aspect, free and free tournament. They're trying to make the national team, and also we're looking forward to continue training with the other guys. We'll give them a little rest, probably a half a week, but back to training after. Yeah.
Do you think there is enough support being rendered to the Kings?
I think, yeah, surprisingly, not surprisingly, we have been getting support because we just finished a local tournament, the Unchaste tournament. We get a lot of support from the Unchaste tournament. I would like to say thanks, Mr. Yasha Chubeskoy, for coming through all the time when we step up. Mr. Limaya also. Also, I'd like to say thanks to our now sponsors, Ladera, Top Ranking Electronics, Fosse Jacques Credit Union, and of course, the SRDF Soufriere Regional Development Foundation, and the parliamentary rep for coming through when we ask and being more than supportive. But not only with them as sponsors, we have, if you look at footage of the finals we played, and which was right in the Bosseju indoor facility. We had more people from Soufriere than Bonte, which was the opponent we took. So we were proud of that, that we have a fan base to support us and push us. Even at training, they're criticizing. We enjoy the critics as well. It's always a level. We need the critics so that we could push ourselves forward.
Okay. Looking at the dynamics, in a previous conversation with Officer Dennis, we, I mean, it was stated on match days, it is really difficult to get a crowd support. Has anything been done to kind of improve on such?
Not in this like, but we have mentioned it to the persons who, the authorities who can do something about it. I think one aspect, I saw the plan for the field. I was excited when they made mention that that an indoor facility would be done. I think that would be a big aspect, not only for basketballers but for netballers and other sports, because if an indoor facility, the weather won't affect it, and proper seating, people want to come into facilities where they feel comfortable, they could get their money's worth. And right now, I think that, yeah, people seeing basketball, but they're not recognizing the effect that it could have on the community or sports.
Okay.
Yeah.
If you were to select two teams, I mean, internationally, who definitely would you love to emulate?
One, I kind of biased with that. So, with my team, I think I would like to emulate probably the Spurs, me as a coach,
Reason?
and reason because it's fundamental. The basic the is straight to business with them is um everybody have to follow it. The system is everybody on the same level. They don't have a star player per se, but they have somebody that's stepping out, looking like a leader. They have a leader, but it's not a superstar. Everybody, the flashing lights on them. And as well, I would say, to be honest, I love to say the Miami Heat because of the coaching program. The I love the physical aspect of proper training and the management aspect, business wise. But also I'd say the Golden State Warriors with like the system of the way they moving the ball and get into sports. Everybody know their role as well. So it's a multifaceted type. I just want, with my type of style, being diverse, I want us to be as more diverse as possible.
Do you think there's always room, in your humble opinion, room for improvement with the team overall?
Definitely, there's always room for improvement. First of all, like you said, the we have to take into consideration the mental aspect and not only think about sports as a just come and sweat. Think of it as a career, probably. We also had Jay Z, who was in Antigua, I believe, playing for a team already. So we already reaching out, we're sending our players other places. So it should motivate other people and see that there's a career in it. Guys are making right now sports. Yeah, we have guys like Tevin Senja playing volleyball in Greece and then places. We have other key members from football. I know Jordan as well, who went in America and study. So it's not only just basketball, just the fact that you gain exposed to different cultures. Because even even in our team with the Martinique and the Creole, so I think just exposing people in the right direction, giving them avenues to showcase their talent. That's what we're all about, because we want to make it a business, just not only a sport, right?
Here I am asking in terms of the players, um, not just recognition, but how are they being honored? Where I'm happy you spoke of getting an opportunity to actually become international stars. Are there like scholarships being afforded to them as well too? Um, and from the younger age, what is the criteria for them if they are interested in actually harnessing such talents?
Well, right now we don't have a program for the younger people. It's just that's a program we have to develop. And I was speaking to the organizer of the Creole tournament. He said that he would help with that aspect because I think that most of our legends in the sport, I wouldn't say they don't give back, but they still want to play. And it's kind of hard for you when you they have persons younger than you and they playing with you, and then there's not that certain level of respect because they feel like they're ready. They could play better than you, but they have to be exposed to the likes of the elders with the experience to not only in the game aspect but like managing. I think the experience hasn't been handed down properly. I don't say they don't try, but probably the way they come around, it's not the most convenient for us to accept. They try to shove it and not listen to the younger players. So I think it's a it's a thing that must happen. Start the younger programs. And I think Mr. Alce started it, and also what happens that the schools, we have to target the schools as well because um, it starts at the secondary level. I think we should start a little lower so that even primary school we could have tournaments for like under 12, so that the children at a younger level, the earlier you get exposed to the sport, the better.
Definitely. And even to that, here I am to ask you from a 1 to 5 scale, do you see it as a thriving, I mean, sport in activity?
Oh yeah, definitely. With not only us, based on the National Basketball Federation, they're already exposing some of us to like coaching programs, so we could prepare the younger people to and the senior people to it. It's a very thriving sport. Like I said, they have every yearly we have guys from the NBA coming here to St. Lucia, and we have international coaches here on island. But I think it's advertising and marketing is in this world, that's one of the biggest thing, and I think that's where most of the sports failing. We have to look at probably get somebody on board doing proper PR and marketing, using the technology wisely. Because in sync, it's unstoppable. Make sure the community know exactly what they is happening with the Kings and what direction we headed. So probably like if we when we get cement with that aspect of it, the marketing and the advertising, more people will be interested not only in basketball but every other sport.
Definitely, and I applaud you on this sentiment. At this moment, like it's half an hour, let's give the credit to the Surfer Kings. I mean, if you wish to special applaud to your team, those who, I mean, did exceedingly well.
Yeah, I think everybody exceeded expectations. Some not in the direction they wanted to, but there was growth nonetheless. I would like to shout out the whole team: Mr. Clayton William, the captain, Manasseh Didier, Sydney Didier, Kimani Charles, Lindsay Alcee, Ryan Fulgence, Malik Dennis, Troy Louison, Johnston William, Cheesy Saltibus. Yeah, and of course our manager Michelle McCharles came through. I must say, Miss Charles, you over exceeded our expectation. You went all out, and we just want to say thank you. And I'd like to repeat thank you to the sponsors as well who came on board. I must say, without y'all, that wouldn't be possible. Ladera, top ranking in electronics foundation, the Fonseca Credit Union, the Soufriere Regional Foundation, who always support the sport, and the parliamentary rep, Miss Emma Ippolit, of course, who did her part as well. Thank you a lot.
Definitely. The moment we've been waiting for, 10:30 a.m. in Surface St. Lucia, and of course the Eastern Caribbean. Let's talk raffle of prizes. There's a raffle of prizes connected to the team. Can you tell us about it?
Well, the raffle is actually a lunch for two at the luxurious Ladera Resort, and all the proceeds goes to the Soufriere Kings. But yeah, it was just a ticket, $5. It was around Most people participated. I must say thank you for your support. The community at large, probably the raffle made people aware of the Kings, and I love to say thank you to the community for supporting and giving us the opportunity to actually get financially stable to go to Martinique.
Before we shake those bags, apart from the raffle, what other activities are you all looking to host to garner, the awareness?
Right now, we haven't sat down and put it in place and put any right thing to writing, but of course, our tournaments, our local tournaments, probably sell drinks. We're looking at probably a car wash or on something on that like probably more raffles and probably working hand in hand with the Youth and Sports Council, exchange ideas and place ways for so we could raise funds for ourselves and raise funds for all sporting discipline. But yeah, it's definitely when you help yourself, people tend to come on board and see that you put in the work so and they willing because you push in work as well.
Are you ready? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let the raffle begin. Shake, 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 shake. Come on, shake it, shake it, shake it to the max. Shake it. And
So we have-
Let
Okay,
Dylan
sorry,
shake it.
yeah,
I don't
I
like
like
the way
it,
you're shaking
honest.
this thing,
Okay, shake it for me.
Eh,
Wait.
Woodin, Mr. Woodin. Dylan, take a go.
You said I wasn't shaking properly, so
Just for to be fair, Dylan will do the deeping.
yeah.
You
have to-
For my presenting me, whatever I pick to you.
No,
To me,
it's
yeah. You have to shake
the
both,
coach,
eh?
of course.
No.
One at a time.
And we are
Yeah, one at a time.
shaking. Who will it be to capture that luxurious dinner for two at the Ladera Resort? Who will it be? You're shaking from Miss Roslyn.
So
to
first
get that.
you're shaking the sheet number so you can see what sheet that's. So sheet 12.
Sheet 12.
Yeah.
Sheet 12. Announce it, coach. Sheet 12.
Yeah. So you're going
Sheet
to
12.
Sheet 12.
yeah.
So paper 12.
Paper
sheet
12.
A7 paper 12.
Sheet 12.
A7 12. You get 12 already? When you get 12?
Yeah, I have 12. Go ahead.
Interesting.
3.
Number 3.
And yeah, we have a winner. Romian. You have the contact number. We'll be contacting the person. You want? He doesn't have his last name.
Romian.
Romian.
Congratulations to you, Romian.
And we have a 12.
Yeah, Romian.
12 is Romian.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's right.
Yeah, it is.
So, congratulations to Romian, who won himself.
Dinner for two at the luxurious.
Oh, Romian,
Ladera.
wherever you are, can you kindly take me with you? You've just won a dinner for two at the luxurious Ladera Resort. Congratulations.
Okay, that's it.
Thank you.
All right.
88.5 so for FM. Once again, let me reach out to Romian, who just won himself a luxurious dinner for two. Ladera Resort compliments the Soufriere Kings basketball team. How do you feel at this very moment?
Well, I'm quite excited. Like I said, thank you to the community for participating, and I am more than satisfied with the support. Romian, I will be giving you a call after this. Yeah, after this airing. Yeah, big up Ladera.
Keep your phone close to you.
Definitely.
The food there is always amazing.
Definitely.
Hospitality, OMG. Big up.
So you're getting it good, Romian. I got you.
Big up Botti and the rest of the team.
Pick up the staff of
Yeah,
Ladera.
man.
Always on point.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Okay. Stepping Razor Frederick. Do not forget the cheesecake.
Have a cheesecake raffle too?
No, I don't have no
Cheesecake
cheesecake raffle. Eh?
Stepping Razor. That's a comment.
Call
Do not
Lizelle.
forget the cheesecake.
Stephen Racer will have to give us more information
Yes,
on
I know
that.
that.
Thank you very much.
Big up yourself.
Okay, let's get ready to end this interesting discussion. The Sofa Kings, we spoke of the players, but then I just need to know in terms of, because sometimes everyone is not always on the same page, and you have a lot of anger issues to deal with players as well too. Sometimes, yes,
Yeah.
and they do not take keenly to losses. So, how do you keep them motivated and disciplined?
I guess like with the management aspect of it, you as a person have to learn that different people going through a lot of different things. Sometimes it's not even necessarily on the court. So you have to understand and listen to people, probably not only their voice but their body language as well. So I think I've done a few courses in it, being a firefighter, and yeah. So
You
it's
watering them down?
yeah, well, you have to listen to it and pay attention to it. It's not just because most times we go aggressive with it because with our culture is who does the loudest, who does the lion is the winner. But sometimes when you, like Michelle Obama said, when they go high, you have to go low. So sometimes the cry is not only one where they want to fight. It's the cry is like I need help. So you have to sit down and find out exactly what, because egos egos colliding every day at work, on the road. So yeah, as an individual, that's one aspect you should always learn how to deal with other individuals, and that's what sports does. It gives you the avenue and environment to deal with other aspects like people egos, different characters. So you learn how to deal with different type of persons.
A lot of people need to be in sports.
Definitely,
Sure.
I'd love to introduce your children early to sports as
The younger ones,
early as possible.
especially the idol minds too.
Right.
Um, I don't know what is going on. Stepping Razor did say, yes, we got a cheesecake from Lizelle in Florian. Please do the raffle on air. But we did it on air, Stepping Razor Frederick.
That's
And that's yeah, that's one of the captain Clayton.
So,
Yeah,
shed
well,
some light
I
on
guess you
this.
could. I guess the information wasn't passed on early enough. It's not on the sheet, so I guess we could just.
we got to fuck with it to do.
Yes, Clayton would do that and so on. Yeah, he'll be here with Miss.
Okay, Stepping Razor, your concerns, everything surely will be laid to rest. But thank you so much for that. Um, I would love to ask you, share some of the long-term goals for the team.
The long-term goal is to continue winning the national tournament, and also create more than one tournament there, probably like two every year, and have more players on the national team, 5-5 and 3-3. Because we sometimes we just neglect the South when it comes. Yeah, we're winning, but we don't. We only had one player last year on the national team, who was Clayton Williams, and it's 3-3. We don't have a national 5-5 team. But yeah, exposing as many players to the international or regional level, get them to places where they could actually make it a career. Yeah.
I'm asking a little business.
Hmm.
How the logo came along? What
Um, the
brainstormed it? What's the big story behind it?
oh, the logo the logo is basically basketball and a basketball on fire and going through a net with a crown on it. Crown on it. I think it was designed and created by with the likes of Lindsay Alsey and Clayton William. They took the time off. So when he raffles the cheesecake, he's going to give you more information on what inspired him to do it. But I've shared the sentiment that it's the king on the basketball. If all like once you play basketball, you're doing royalty and you're on fire. The fire aspect means that you're unstoppable, you volcanic self, representing our community with we in a crater, and we have a fire element around,
Which is
which is
true.
true. Yeah,
Mm.
that's
It's
how I
Sulfur
take it.
City, huh?
Sulfur City, yeah,
Yeah. Ash City.
yeah,
Yeah.
we love
Makes
it.
sense.
Patriotic.
Yes, makes sense.
Yeah,
I
I'm a
love
big
that.
advocate for being patriotic. Soufrierians don't even know what we have as a people, and we sometimes take it for granted because we see it every day. But I just like to say, sometimes we just probably have to take a trip and come back and just see the pitons and be like,
Yeah, you feel
wow, you feel like,
rejuvenated. Yeah.
wow, no
Hmm.
place like home.
Which is true.
Yeah.
Um, Still being curious. Um, Apart from the games, are there any community initiatives outreach that the team has done or looking to do for
Um,
schools, hampers?
yeah,
Um,
that's the business part of it that we want to do. Basically, it's first targeting the schools when they have the tournaments, because most of us we actually lend our hand when the tournaments, probably if it's not officiate, some of us coach the younger players. But yeah, the hampers as well. We're looking at that, the funding and helping out. But to be honest, we're not in a stage where we could finance these things as yet because of the trips and stuff we gain sponsorship from. But I love the idea of it. Probably you could probably help us in that aspect. Probably come on board as a member. Probably say reaching out to you.
we could do it
Yeah,
through the
for
PMA
the
Club.
PM. That would
Yes,
be great.
yes, I
Yeah, I
will.
think that's a wonderful idea. I think we've partnering with the Youth and Sports Council and other youth programs in the community. We could be a element to reckon with. So I feel that's what with unity, strength, all of us have to come together and help each other.
Yes, definitely. I will pitch this idea to the manager. Thank you so much, man. It's been immense pleasure just listening, the accomplishments, the challenges, and how the team continues to navigate and rise, no matter the odds. This is perseverance. I love that. And this is how we're going to end. What drives you as a coach and as a player, and also the team? What is the mandate of the team? And I mean, in terms of what inspires the team and the coach as well.
Well, for me personally, it's do as much as you can while you're here. Just live like why limit yourself to just one aspect of it and say I am this or I am that. That's why I have this sentiment that I don't like people calling me like a basketball player or a cricketer because I am more than that. I don't even like people calling me my name. Sometimes they call me my brother name, and I'm fine with it because I am. We are a,
I'm
a
guilty, yeah.
saying, yeah. We have this saying, or like, I am everything, but I am nothing as well. Keeping you humble because nothing is something, but nothing is everything. So keeping it balanced. That's the slogan I live by. So, to me, if I am a spiritual person, I believe the Creator created me in His likeness. And if He created me in His likeness, there are some certain things that I not only going to limit myself to, I going to expose knowledge is power. Yeah, and I try to not enforce it on everybody in the team, but those that willing to learn, I always share I'm not the person who just sit back and just let things happen. I like to talk about stuff. I like to expose people to knowledge and don't keep it to myself. I think reading is a very powerful thing because we getting exposed to other people, other people way of thinking, their mindset. Open your brain. Basically, it's mental exercise. It's not only physical. So I encourage children at school, children, not only children but adults as well, because we have the mindset that we only learn in schools. Learning is everywhere. You can't.
Learning is everything,
Learning is
actually.
every minute,
Yes,
every second. Once you breathe, you learning. So
I agree. It is for
yeah, it
sure.
should be.
What really pushes you out of your comfort zone?
I believe I do have a comfort zone, and I love being uncomfortable. I feel the uncomfortable part of it. I feel That's why I became a fireman. I like the random action, like it just happened on the spontaneous things. So I like to try and stay as calm as possible. Sometimes, like my brain ticket, I like that drive, like
Love the
the
rush, huh?
excitement. Yeah, I love the thrill. Yeah, so it gets me going. So I like to stay calm as possible and just know that everything already there to happen. The most you could do is help, and it kind of like it giving you a feeling of fulfillment and achievement when you try to help as best as you can.
Okay, just a little. How are you able to mesh the two? I mean, being a firefighter, and being a coach, and being a player,
I
being a
feel
family man too.
yeah, I feel like everything comes in like everything. I like to say like the world is a puzzle and there are pieces you just have to put in place. So like you just have to find the right piece to put the right time. I must say sometimes it gets overwhelming, but sometimes you have to learn to say no. Yeah, I have to relax and take time for myself. I love to take time for myself. I
Do
love to
you say
meditate.
no sometimes?
Yeah, I do say no. I could say no. I just say no. Like I told Clayton, you have to come to give the cheesecake because I wasn't informed on that aspect of it. I just say no. I'm a no person. I advocate for saying no and don't just follow the crowd because even through like our friendship, I learned it through Mr. Alce, like you don't always follow the crowd because he's the one who'd say would go out and you drink no alcohol and be like, and even to this day, you'd probably like drink a shandy and be like, okay, I'm good. And I love that about my friends. Basically, they all have a weirdness to them, a good weirdness, and they'll keep you balanced. Like, I think you should read that or read this, and we like to share information with each other. And I feel that aspect I think I wrong the right people. Your mother would always tell you, just fit yourself in the right crowd.
Mhm.
Yeah, I think
And
so.
it's a plus not to follow the crowd for
Yeah,
sure. You don't have to follow the crowd. You have to have your own identity.
right.
I love working alone and not following the crowd.
True.
You know, we have Empress Bobo Jabatis. Greetings.
Oh, greetings to you, Mr. Shabatis.
Empress Bobo, no, she.
Oh, sorry.
Shaquan Baptiste sent in an emoji, smiley. Um, it's almost our time to say goodbye. It's always a pleasure, as always. Any last comments? Anything you think you must have left out that you just want to make an appeal?
I think it's not only we should give credit to the now players. I think a lot of the senior players and those that have already played the sport, they are helping in every way possible. So I like to say thanks to them. The likes of Ricky, who also always on the court, giving us incentives, telling us come and sweat, let's go around the. He's always advocating for around the island teams, like senior teams, and also Mr. William, Mr. Zyrus, and thank you very much for introducing me to the sport. People was on the aspect of like why I switching from cricket to basketball, but I always tell them I'm not a cricketer. I am a adjuster. I love to fit into things that I don't know. And I love place the
Puzzles,
gray
huh?
area. Yeah. I love the gray area to find out exactly what it's about. And I feel it easier than we think. I think everybody capable of it. I think we just have to tap into the right. I think we limiting ourselves when we say we're using 10% of our brain and 1%. When you 1%, 11%, you're a genius. Why settle for I never hear nobody say 50% good enough. Why we settling for 11%? Let's try and tap into that part of our brain to be who we are made to be. Yeah. So find your niche, find your purpose, and then yeah, I'm all about finding my purpose, and it's enjoyable.
Nice. Empress Bobo again did say, give thanks for life. Indeed, we have to each and every day because life is not our own, but of the Most High. 10 minutes to the hour in Surface and Lotion Eastern Caribbean. This has been House Guest for today, Thursday, the 18th of September 2025. Will Prosper finally getting it right. Mr. Prosper, it's been a pleasure. It's been a pleasure. And I wish the team all the best for the remainder 2025 and a brighter future ahead 2026. Looking on.
Yeah, thank you very much. And once more, thanks again, 88.5, so that we could showcase and tell you all about our story, our journey, our journeys. I hoping this is not only the only time
Oh, it doesn't
we're
stop
going.
there, no.
Yeah, we look forward to partnering with you all and the Soufriere Foundation, who always lends their support when needed. Thank you again.
On that note, we say do have yourself a blessed and productive Thursday. We're out.